Have a good day. LA Beast here, and you know what? Sometimes in life, things don't always go according to plan. Such as the idea that I had was a genius idea. I wanted to see and answer the age-old question of how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop, but using a power drill. And you know what? After fiddling around with it for a while, and because I didn't want to break my teeth, I decided let's go back to the drawing board. So as I started brainstorming again, to think of a new idea, it felt like my brain was going to implode upon itself until for some reason I started thinking about White Castle burgers. Now the last time I tried to consume a crave case of White Castle was probably back in 2018 during the Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle challenge. And I'm pretty sure I made it through roughly 23 sliders before pretty much like the grease, not only consuming that much grease, but just smelling it stopped me like dead in my tracks. And I wasn't able to eat anymore. And then, you know what, in that instance, thank goodness I failed. Because consuming 30 White Castle sliders isn't that healthy. But here today, after taking these 30 cheeseburger White Castle sliders, which weigh 3.5 pounds, and shoveling it through my meat grinder into a giant sausage wheel, I feel like I'm going to be victorious, just like back in my college days, as White Castle was my drunk food. Why? Because about 5 months ago, I bought the book, The Carnivore Diet, and only after reading specifically 41 pages, for the past 5 months, I've been consuming up to 3 to 5 pounds of steak a day. And sitting here right now in front of you, I am confident in my steak and sausage eating abilities. Now, before we get started, I just wanted to give a quick shout out. Honestly, as I looked up if anybody has ever sausagified White Castle sliders, I didn't think I'd find anybody. But shout out to fellow YouTuber Ordinary Sausage, who thought of this genius idea first, right around 4 years ago. So shout out to you, good sir. Now without further ado, as I have no idea how to use a meat grinder, let's get started. We have 2 cameras rolling, we have an overhead view, and I think they said that the colder your meat is for the sausage casing, like the easier it is to fill that up, which we're learning as we go, so without further ado, we can speed this part up. Let's liquefy some White Castle burgers. And these, simply, just cheese sliders. All right, interesting. This is a bowl of White Castle sausage meat. And if I had to make, like as I was actually putting them into the thing, like I felt like I wanted to eat them. This new office, whatever new office smells that may have been up here, it smells like stale hamburger meat. And as I was like doing this like that, now I felt like the guy from the movie Fargo. Frances McDormand won an Oscar for that role, as she was like coming up on the guy who was like putting the lady in the wood chipper. All right, so let's move on to the next step. Somehow, some way, we're gonna start sausagifying this crave. This is a crave case burgers. It definitely feels heavy. All right, so the premium hog sausage casings have been soaking in water for about an hour. I'm gonna have to somehow attach it to the hose. I had to like read the instruction manual there. And interesting. The White Castle has been prepared. Let's just do this. Let's sausagify crave case of White Castle. All right. So far it's looking like a sausage, Dick. Okay. Just got to get as much into this little slot as we possibly can. I'm ruining my retro Nintendo game box. I'd say that I've reached a new low, but honestly I feel like I've reached a new high. Okay. The smell of the room is totally ruined here. I've ruined the smell of this room. Smelled like sweaty White Castle onions. I am making the largest White Castle sausage. This is insane. This is crazy to me right now. Okay, there's a mound of it. Okay, this is actually freaking amazing right now. I feel like this is a sausage that you can get in like Germany. Look at this. This is a White Castle beginnings of a crave case sausage. So I'm gonna somehow tie this in a knot. I'm gonna probably have to get one more shell casing here. Let's do this. I am amped. It smells so bad. We are loaded. There's not a whole lot left. Probably just get 2 ginormous sausages. Let's do this. Let's continue. Quite honestly, I was not expecting an entire plate. I did not expect sausage to look like this. This is a crave case of White Castle in sausage. And like, whoa, like honestly, it smells like White Castle burgers. The next and final step, this is insane. This is crazy. The next step is to get these on the grill, get a nice char, and then I'm gonna, you know what, I plan on becoming the first human being to ever consume a crave case of White Castle sausagified. Alright, a little bit of oozing. There's a little bit of oozing there, and there's some oozing right there. It's actually moving as we speak. Maybe there goes some of that. Okay, well, there's a lot of oozing, and I think it's been on here for about 8 or 9 minutes so far. I think for the sake of saving the sausage, we're going to plate this, bring it upstairs. I'm going to have my redemption. Let's go. I am the LA Beast, and I'm about to go where no human has ever been before, and that is to become the fastest human being ever to consume an entire, hopefully, deconstructed Crave Case White Castle sausage wheel. And before I get started, shout out to my wife's grandfather, Grandpa Gigi. In his later years in life, I used to work at White Castle, and this is actually his hat. So you know what, Grandpa Gigi, you're going to help me out as I try and take down this Crave Case sausage wheel. And I like the smell, the immediate smell, whatever the bread, like there's a distinct smell to the bread and the patty. It's like as if I just put the burgers in the microwave and now I'm about to eat it. It's weird. This is a weird thing. It's a little bit bready. It's a little bit bready. But nonetheless, here we are. LA Beast. Crave Case, White Castle, sausage. Have a good day. A little bit of a crunch, very bready. It's like I'm eating a crab cake. Whatever like the crab cakes are, just shove and eat it. Oh God. Very dry. It's as if I'm eating instant mashed potatoes that you get at the store, like the Bob Horton's mashed potatoes, with like a skin on it. Overall, if I had to say, like, does this taste like real sausage, as real sausage would be a 10 out of 10 taste, it's probably about a 4.5 out of 10. Thank goodness I got the Liquid Death mango. Now the mango is actually making this bearable. Bite, sip, bite, sip. That's my strategy going forward. Almost done with the giant White Castle sausage. Like, man, this is hard. This is difficult. Yes! Yes! I am the LA Beast. And I am the new White Castle Sausage King. LA Beast. And if I'm being honest here, when it comes to like cheeseburgers and stuff like that, this is the worst rendition of a cheeseburger that I ever had. The like dry, unseasoned Thanksgiving Day turkey stuffing with like mixed in with crab cake without the crab. I'm the LA Beast. Heck yeah, let's freaking go. Okay.